world you're in. This is Diane Hochman. I'm here with Kathy Heath. Kathy, how the heck are you?
I'm wonderful, Diane. Hello, everybody.
I think you're wonderful, too.
Thank
It's
you.
mutual. And then I'm also here with Mavis Nong. Mavis, what's going on today? What's up?
Wow, I'm so excited. I'm cool. I'm cool. Looking forward to, sharing some nuggets with people here.
I love it. I'm cool. I'm cool. Yeah. Any minute now, the fabulous Rachel McGregor, no doubt, will be showing up. Guys, we're going to do today, this is a series we started last week. I'm very excited about it. I'm doing some business lessons and teaching people about how to create stable businesses and stable income that pays you over and over and over again. If we haven't met before, again, my name's Diane Hochman. I've been in the home business industry. Here, I'll just show you. I'll show you, Kathy, I'll show them one of my favorite pictures of me. Right?
Very cool.
There I am, floating in the money.
You've got to love it.
I forgot, I told Rachel to send me over a cutout of her. If you have one, send it over. And Kathy, I know you have a cutout from our stuff. I'll put us all in here, so we'll all be like, we'll just all be floating in the money.
Lovely,
yeah,
lovely.
But just so you can see who's speaking to you. Yeah, that's enough for that. Let's go back to just the money. And guys, I've been in the industry for 12 years. I've been very, very successful, top 10 in many different things, and I have very distinct views and beliefs about how to build a stable business that will last you a lifetime. I like to deal with, adults. I like to deal with people that have, homes, kids, mortgages. And if you don't have one of those or got rid of one of those, be happy, but you know what I'm saying. I don't like, well, I didn't say spouses because then you get rid of the spouse or something, but, point being, we have people, Kathy, that are like in the later stage where they're getting ready for retirement, they're downsizing, getting rid of the big house, or maybe they paid off their mortgage, hopefully. But
like
most
me.
people, they're kind of in, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I said like me, getting ready for retirement.
Yeah, and then there's other people that, are, most of the people are kind of like I was probably when I got started in the industry, kind of in a bunch of debt. I was in a bunch of debt, like a lot of debt, like when the bill collectors know you on a first name basis. When they like you so much, they call you over and over and over again. They have you on auto dial, they like you. So I was in a lot of debt and, had kids, and I was looking for a way to change my life. And I like dealing with people like Kathy, like Mavis, like Rachel, like many of you that are looking for real business sense stuff, not, hype and baloney. I could tell you how much I made last week. It would blow you away. Some of you, maybe it wouldn't. But I think for most of you, for a housewife, you'd be blown away. But that's not the point. Because how much I made or what my statistics are, how many leads I generated has nothing to do with you. I've been doing this for a while. What has to do with you is having a concrete plan that you can follow and having something that will create income and not have it collapse on you very quickly. And that's what I see a lot out there. There's a lot of hype and craziness. I call it the flavor of the week. There's always a new program that everybody's screaming is going to make you rich. But when you stop and you stand still and look around for a while, you kind of notice, well, wait a minute, all the leaders are jumping around from this to that. If it was so great, why are they jumping? Why are they on their 5th program this year? Why is all that stuff going on? Yeah. So I don't teach about programs. I teach about business sense, and then I'll show you what we're using to plug into the lessons I'm teaching you. I'll show you what we've selected, handpicked for you. If you're interested, great. But I want to leave you with value when you come to any of these webinars. Ask the person who invited you for last week's. Girls, how was it last week? What do you think? It was good stuff, right?
Mind-blowing stuff. I got
amazing.
Awesome feedback. Yeah.
Did you, Davis? Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Because instead of just giving you some, the typical, here's our program, here's what we do, here's how much you can make, yada yada. I try to teach you about business thought processes. So today, ask for last week's, and Rachel's actually creating us a cool site for everybody with these different recordings so that you can share them with people. Ask for last week's if you missed it. If you were there, you know it was good, and you came back, you kooky people. And now I'm going to go through this week's kind of lesson, and we'll show you some stuff. So let's see if I can make this thing work. because we all know what I do to my computer. I blow it up and do weird things. So anyway, what we're going to cover today, and Kathy, I'm going to move the GoToWebinar box out of the way, so I'm counting on you or Mavis to interrupt me if something's up or something's funny, okay, because I won't see. Just feel free, jump right in. And as always, Mavis, Kathy, color commentary, jump in. Love it when you do. Never hesitate to. And if Rachel gets here, she will clearly jump in. Oh, she's here? Rachel, you here?
Yeah, here now.
Yay!
Yeah,
I got a cup of two, but I got ice, the ice kind. It's, by the way, I'd like to make an announcement. It's 65 degrees and sunny here in Bristol, Connecticut, as opposed to Bristol, UK. And I am so happy. It's beautiful. And I'm sitting inside doing a webinar with you people, so come on.
I'm jealous.
It's real nice. It's supposed to be like really warm on Saturday, so it's going to be like barbecue day.
Oh my God, the weather's gorgeous.
It's snowing here.
It's snowing there, and I'm supposed to come there next month? You better get rid of the snow before I get there, young woman. Get rid of the snow. Banish it. I need to see Buckingham Palace in all its glory, and I don't want to bring mucklucks, so. Okay, so. You haven't heard the word mucklucks in a long time, Kathy, have you?
No, I haven't, Diane.
That's a my mom word. Anyway. The full dimensional plan. Guys, I know you would like to create a business and create a lot of income so that you are stable and that you are not dependent on any one particular thing and that you know that your income is going to last. That's what I am all about, and I am a product of that. I've spent the last 12 years creating residual income streams, and because I have so many residual income streams and different types of income streams, I don't need you. How's that for being used? Okay? And what that does is what it means is when I talk to someone, I don't have to get them. I don't have to convince them. I don't need them because I know what I'm doing. And whether or not they can see it is up to them. That's in their time. If you can understand what I'm saying today, you're going to understand why you want to work with us. If you don't understand it, don't worry. We'll be here another day. Come back and visit us in 6 months. We're still going to be here. We'll still be standing, and we will not have been jumping all over the place. That you can count on.
That's right.
That you can count on. I have not been jumping around. I don't jump around. I'm not all over the place. But, as you'll see very quickly, I sell lots of stuff, and I make lots of checks. Rachel, how much do we love all our little, our stuff, you know? How much do we love it? It's pretty darn great. So, anyway, guys, the name of the game and your goal is
all the time. Checks
right?
all day.
Every time another one shows up, it's like, yes, 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 yes. So it's a lot more fun to go to the mailbox when it's full of checks instead of full of bills. And that was my big goal, was to eliminate the bills and increase the checks, and we do. So, guys, your goal is stability, okay? I'm going to contradict what a lot of people out there tell you. They tell you that your goal is to get that quick hit, and you could do this, and you could do that, and this quick, and this is how fast you can be making, you know, 10,000 pounds or whatever. Okay. And by the way, we're going to talk in pounds because we're talking on UK evening time. For those of you that are in the States, you can figure it out. Go find a currency converter and figure out 10,000 pounds is a lot of money.
A lot of money. Yep.
Okay. It's a lot of money. So a lot of people will tell you, quick. I'm here to tell you, if you have a family, if you have a home, if you want a legacy, if you want to make sure that your children are secure, if you want money for education and all that stuff and travel and everything, you know, retirement, your goal is stability. It's not get rich quick. It's not how fast can I do it. It's will it stay. And I'm very passionate about it. Can you tell since I'm screaming into the microphone?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what most people don't know is that there's 4 kinds of income that you need. And most people only know about maybe one of them. Some people are fancy and they know about 2. There's very few who know about all 4. And having all 4 is critical to your stability. So let's go through. The first type of income that you must have in your plan is retail. Okay, retail. And all retail is you buy something, and somebody buys something and you get paid. It's a one-time transaction. Like you go down to the store, you pick something up, you buy it, the store gets paid. That's it, okay? It doesn't repeat, it doesn't, you know, do cartwheels, it's just retail. Many people in a home business, they get caught up in the other kinds of income and they see stars dancing in their eyes and they're planning on getting rich, and they neglect the fact that they don't have a retail plan. If you do not have things to sell today and every day, if you don't create cash flow every day, your business is doomed. That's so mean, Diane. That's so doom and gloom. It's so terrible. Look, I've been around the block. I know what it looks like. No residual, no retail means no lifeblood. You have no cash flow to work with to expand your infrastructure. You have no money to advertise with. You have no money to buy new tools with. You have no money to get training or get to a seminar, everything you need to do to ensure that you do hit that 10,000 pound mark. Okay, so retail. So what I want you to do is think about how many streams, and I hope you have a notebook. Kathy, I hope they have a notebook.
I hope so too.
I mean, I hope they all have notebooks. How many streams of retail income do you have right now? List them. Do you guys have that over there? Do you guys have, what's it called, Kathy? Jeopardy?
Jeopardy.
Do you have Jeopardy? Jeopardy probably
No, we
started
don't,
in the
but we
UK.
know it from, really? Maybe a long time ago. It's not on here now. But we know
thought
of
everything
it
started
from, like, Friends and stuff.
Oh, okay, good. So
Oh,
you guys
yeah,
are-
yes.
Yeah.
I thought that everything that sticks starts in the UK. All our TV shows, everybody thinks they're so brilliant, they don't realize they came from the UK first.
Well, except
It all-
except
X
for
Factor.
except for that what's it called, that chef one that started in Japan.
Oh, Iron Chef?
Iron Chef,
The
that's
Iron
it.
Chef?
Yeah, that started in Japan. So,
All right.
yeah. So we don't have any original shows over here
about it.
anymore.
No, well, The Office, everything. It's all UK stuff. So
Yep.
I figured Jeopardy came there. I don't know. Anyway, retail income. Hopefully you've written down, and I hope you have a lot of them. Most people don't. And then they're sweating because they can't run an ad because they can't afford it, or they can't buy, new stuff. Like Mavis is a top blogger out in the marketplace. If you guys haven't seen her blog, Mavis Nong, go Google her, pull it up. Mavis, what is it? Attraction Marketing Online? I forget. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is attractionmarketingonline.com.
Okay, good. Attractionmarketingonline.com. Mavis, how often do you buy? Aren't you fairly regularly buying an interesting tool to help enhance your blog, a plugin or something like that?
Yes, I do. If I'm looking for a new tool, I do buy and recommend it to my readers as well.
Yeah. So guys, can you imagine if you have no cash flow, if you have no retail, you have no money to buy that type of stuff. So what happens is you keep using your credit card and you keep charging stuff up. And once you keep charging, all of a sudden one day you look and your credit card bill is 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 pounds or more. I've seen it over and over and over. Because the people have no retail income, they have no cash flow, and therefore they can't expand their business without dipping into their own pocket. And instead of building income, what you're doing is building debt. Very dangerous. So here's the next one, leveraged retail. Now, I love leveraged retail. What this means is you have somebody else that makes a sale, and you get paid anyway, one time. Okay. Now, there used to be a lot of leveraged retail out on the internet. There's not as much now because at least here in the States they changed some laws and stuff and there's not as much. Well, one of my favorite forms of leveraged retail is you can learn as you go along, not out of the gate, but as you get further along. Like Rachel will put together a course. And she'll put together a course. She did a great course on solo ads, one advertising technique. And Rachel puts together this product, and she can sell it herself for retail income, but she also can have other people sell it, and when they sell it, Rachel makes money. She didn't have to do nothing.
Yep.
So that's kind of cool. There's also certain programs out there, we'll show you a couple, that you can make leveraged retail, which means you just have some people that purchase the product from you, and then they turn around and they go out and sell it, and every time they sell one, you make money. I like that a lot. I like the no effort plan. I'm a fan of it. Unfortunately, the no effort plan doesn't work unless you do the effort plan first. I will give you that disclaimer.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. If I knew where the no effort plan was, I'd let you know. Okay. Anyway, leveraged retail. So you guys understand that? It's somebody else makes a sale, one of your people that you've introduced makes a sale, and you make money when they make a sale. You make a percentage of the sale without having done anything. Okay. But it's a one-time sale. You get paid once. Okay. That's what retail is. One sale, one payment. Boom. Now, residual income is kind of like somebody who sells insurance, will sell an insurance policy, car insurance or something. And every 6 months, when the policy renews, the person will get paid again. You guys follow that? It's residual. It keeps coming. That's what residual means. Oh, by the way, back up, back up, back up. I don't know how to back up. See? Okay. I want you to write down how many forms of leveraged retail you have. Okay, so first you wrote down how many forms of retail. Now I want you to write down how many forms of leveraged retail you have. And what's going to happen is your head will hurt on this one because you probably don't have that many.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
True, right, Rachel?
It's true.
There aren't as many out there as there used to be. And then also, sometimes it involves doing more work by developing something of your own. So now we'll go to the residual. Now, residual is I make a sale and I get paid every month. Or every 6 months or every year, but every time the person renews or every time the person gets another shipment, I get paid again. Okay, so there's lots of things out there like this. There's monthly affiliate programs. We're going to show you some in a minute. There's lots of things where you can create residual checks. Now this is based upon your effort only, right? Retail was based upon your effort only. Leveraged retail was earning retail income based upon somebody else's effort. Residual income is when you make you get paid over and over and over every time somebody renews or repurchases, and it's based upon your effort only. Okay, write down your residual income streams. In fact, what I'd like you to do is consider taking each one of these and going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe you want to start with 5 if you're a beginner. And you want to be able to put in 5 or 10 sources of these types of income. Now, a lot of folks get caught up and they get into a home business, and what they do is they have one kind of income. And that makes for a very wobbly stool or a very wobbly table. You ever see a table with one leg?
No.
Not
one that works anyway.
Okay. You ever see a stool with one leg? No. Because it doesn't work that way. But a lot of people, they only have one leg of income. And if something happens to that leg of income, they're done. So I want you to think about this. So residual, you get paid over and over and over based upon your effort. And then we'll go to the fourth one, which is leveraged residual. And that's when you get paid over and over and over when other people sell something, and then there's renewals. So this would be your traditional network marketing income for those of you in a network marketing program. Leverage residual because you might be making a profit every month based upon what a guy 3 levels down from you does. You might be earning a percentage on so many levels of people. So that's leveraged residual. Okay, and you can write down what are your sources of leveraged residual. Okay, this also could be an affiliate program that's a 2-tier affiliate program that renews every month. There are some still left out there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, we're generally going to have less of these sources than retail. It's great to have as many as you can. Over here, you really, you're really only going to have 1 or 2. If you do too many, it gets a little cumbersome. It's a little too much. Okay. But what I want to do, and you guys, if you could look in the chat box, does anybody have any questions so far on these 4 types of income? I'd also love your comments, like if any of you guys are feeling like, wow, I never thought of that one, or I don't have anything on number 2, or, is this eye-opening to you? So one of the reasons why I'm still standing after all of these years and so successful after all of these years is because I have so many different types of income coming so often that nothing can shake me. Nothing can freak me out. I don't have to worry about anything or any particular person. So when I'm talking to people, I know that I got the goods. Therefore, I'm not, they don't feel any fear in me or hesitation. And that's the biggest problem that people have when they're out recruiting or speaking to people is they know that bottom line is, if you know that you didn't get paid today, it's very hard to talk to another person about getting paid today.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody should write that down. I'm writing that down.
That's brilliant.
That's
yes, that goes
if
in the
you
notebook.
know that you
Very
didn't,
good.
I'm writing it down. I'm taking notes on myself. That's pathetic.
That's good.
If you know that you did, I'm going to have a book of quotes one day. That's why, that you didn't.
Yeah.
Usually Rebecca's here to write down all my quotes for me, so that you didn't get paid today. If you know that you didn't get paid today, it's hard to talk to people about getting paid today. It's a vicious cycle.
Yep.
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 That's messed up. I mean, doesn't that really sum up why most people struggle?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still writing. It's hard to talk to people about getting paid today. If you've been on my webinars before, or maybe this is just your first one, you'll notice that I do them very differently than most people. And you'll notice that I kind of just don't care about making a fancy presentation. And you'll notice that I literally just stop to take a note. You're not supposed to do that on a webinar. You're supposed to be perky, and you're supposed to do it all fancy. I don't care. You guys are lucky I made PowerPoints today. And the only reason I have PowerPoints is because this is a presentation I've done before, so I just deleted a few, and voila! And voila, we have the PowerPoint. But, you know, I kind of don't care. Now, do I care about the people? Do I care about you being on here? I care about you more than you can possibly imagine. Hi, Abdul. It's good to see you here. I just saw him. He's at the top of the list because he's AB. So, and Andy. Andy McHugh is like Mr. Leaderboard this week, so we're proud of him.
Yeah, he's rocking it.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yeah, really good.
Good stuff going on with him. So, guys, I care about you more than I could explain, which is why I'm teaching you this instead of telling you the rah-rah junk. And at the same time, I don't care about the rules. It's my business. I just do whatever I want. And that's truly what freedom is. Isn't that what we're all after? Not to be in the shackles of, you know, having to go to our jobs or having to do this. Well, I refuse to even be in the shackles of having to format my stuff the way people say I have to.
There you go.
So did any of them have a question, Kathy? I see a couple.
The only one, a couple of them wanted you to repeat, if you know that you didn't get paid today, it's hard to talk to people about getting paid. So that's pretty much
Do you guys understand that concept? If you don't make money every single day, see, if you're in a store and nobody comes in and they make no sales today, it's kind of messed up, okay? Right. If you own a business, if you know you didn't get paid today, it's sure hard to go out and prospect and talk to people about getting paid because you know that you didn't.
That's right.
And psychologically, that's going to wear on you over time. That's why you need these 4 kinds of income, and all sales are good sales. A $10 sale is great because you know that something happened today. So a lot of people, what they do is they go for weeks and sometimes months without a single sale. And they go for a long time without anything because they're so busy trying to make 10,000 pounds that they don't make 10 pounds. You should write that down too. Most people are so busy trying to make 10,000 pounds that they never make 10 pounds. And you see, you can't make 100 pounds until you've made 10 pounds, and you can't make 1,000 pounds until you've made 100, and you can't make 1,000,000 pounds until you've made, you know, and so on. It's psychological and it's growth.
Yep.
So let's move along. Let's see. Okay, Kathy, these were in here. I think you remember when I talked about marketing cycles.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Should I do it? Because I don't know. Should I do it?
I don't know, Diane. That's a $10,000 lesson or 10,000 pound
I'm serious.
lesson.
Rachel, you've never seen this.
This is amazing.
Rachel, you're going to die when you see this. Should I do it?
Oh, do it.
Do they
do
deserve
it.
Go
do it. Yeah. Yeah, there's some cool people on this webinar, Diane. Go ahead and do it.
Because tonight, when I do it tonight, I'm not going to do this because I won't have time because we're going to the big announcement.
Yeah.
But this afternoon or, you know, this evening for UK, I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
guys,
do it.
So you got 4 types of income, four types of income, okay? We're going to show you how to make those 4 types of income. But now I want to show you how to make it so that you never have to struggle again. This is, I remember the first time it came out of my mouth, it was by accident.
Mm-hmm.
I just started drawing it during a webinar.
Mm-hmm.
This is the deal, okay? I call it marketing cycles. Abdul, you're going to like this. I don't know who else is here, but I think Abdul will like it. So hopefully somebody else will. Okay.
Jax is here. She's going to love it.
What happens, this is when you're marketing, okay? When you're marketing, this is where you want to take people. You want to take people on a journey with you. The first thing that happens is they're in observation. They're observing you. You're here today because you were observing the person that invited you. You might have been observing them on Facebook. You might have been observing them on their blog. You might have been gotten on their list and you're observing all their emails. You were observing them. You might be observing me. Okay, there's a couple of you guys here. There are several people on the line right now that are people that follow me but aren't working directly with me. I'm talking to you right now. I'm going to show you why you want to be working with me. Okay, I'm going to show you why you want to be working with Rachel, Mavis, Kathy, and whoever else invited you here, Abdul and Andy and everybody else. I know Jax is on. I didn't look at everybody. If I didn't say your name, it's not on purpose. I'll say your name in a little bit. But I'm going to show you why you want to work with this team. Because this is the type of stuff we know. This is the type of the stuff that takes away the struggle. So people go from observation to engagement, okay? Engagement is when they're opting in, they're writing back to you, they're showing up to a webinar. You're literally in engagement right now. You've observed us, now you've engaged with us, okay? Then they go into immersion. Now what that means is they get caught up. They're like, this is something going on here. I like these people. I like what's going on. The next thing you know, you're on our blogs, you're on our YouTube channels, you keep coming back. Maybe you were here last week and you didn't make a decision to join us. Now you're back again. You're immersed. You're immersed. Now, I want you to think about this because when I show you this whole thing, I want you to go, oh, because you're going to understand everybody you've ever bought something from on the internet, you went through this cycle with them. And this is what we specialize in teaching people how to do. Observation to engagement to immersion to agreement. Agreement is when they take out their credit card and they say, I'm in. Today, you may very well take out your credit card, get a hold of the person that invited you here and said, this is too much. This is too smart. This is something I can do. I'm tired of the hype. I'm tired of the baloney. I don't want to run around showing everybody my stomach and how much, you know, whatever, you know, my naked stomach and whatever. I don't want to talk about the car that I supposedly earned, but I really didn't. I don't want to talk about, you know, I want to stop doing this junk. I want to stop running around the internet slapping links about the greatest and latest. I want to learn how to be a marketer and have people coming around like Kathy, Mavis, and Rachel do. Rachel has to beat them off with a stick. I don't think you guys get that. Mavis has to beat them off with a stick. Why do we come out and do this? One, because we're always looking for more business, because we're business people. And I'll bring out some guys tonight. It's all girls. It's like ladies afternoon, ladies night, you know. Mm-hmm. But, you know, it's like, the phone's ringing and people are buying and it's like ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Why do we come out and do these? Why don't I do the stupid standard webinar about what our program is? Why? Because one, I think you're smarter than that. Two, I think no program's going to solve your problem. I think thinking will. And three, you can go watch it on a video in the middle of the night tonight because you're immersed and you're obsessed. So when you get to agreement, that's up to you. You can decide today to come work with us because you know that this is intelligent, smart, and something you can do. Or you can wait till next week or the week after. Up to you. I'll do more of these classes if you need them. But check this out. Here's where the star is. It's Shazam. This is Easy Street. Okay? Because this is what happens. Total strangers have to go through observation, engagement. By the way, in network marketing and in this industry, they're always telling you about circle of influence and why circle of influence is so important. I'm going to show you now why circle of influence is so important. Observation, total strangers go from observation, engagement, to immersion, to agreement. But the second circle, the second oval there, whoops, wait a minute. The second oval, what happens is when you get on board, or anybody gets on board, the people in the future never need to go through the whole outside. They just go through the inside because of the recommendation of a person. What does this mean? And by the way, this is the way the whole industry, not just our industry, every industry is changing. Kathy, what time is it?
It is 3:33.
Okay, we have plenty of time for me to do this. Rachel and Mavis, should I do this because this is like deep?
Yeah.
Okay. Watch this. I'm at Amazon.com. I think it's a website that everybody's heard of. Okay. This is what we do. We look up a book, Think and Grow Rich. Okay. We look at it. And what we're doing is this is a book that we heard about. We heard about. And we go and we look at the book, we read about it, we look at the price, and then we start looking at these things, the reviews, okay? And we start to look to see how many people liked it, and we tend to start looking through and reading through, and these are the things that sell us. In 2012 and beyond, it is the words of other people. Does anybody care what Amazon says? No, because Amazon's the store trying to get you to buy something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What we care about is what the other people say. This is a store I shop at frequently. I was there today. They sent me an email. They have a sale. Wait, come on, baby. La 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 la. La 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 la. Okay, everything's on sale. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Everything's on sale, right? So I go and I click on the sale thing.
Oh, it's get carried away.
This is what people do. And all the guys are like, oh boy, here we go. We're going girl shopping. Here's the point, guys. What happens is, so let's say I see this blazer and I go, I like it, okay? And I look at it. And I look at it for the quick thing, right? And I go, okay, this looks interesting. I go and get the whole thing, and I'm looking at reviews, okay? I don't know if there's reviews on this one. Here they come, okay? And the reason why I'm looking at it is because I know what my figure is like, and I'm trying to find out if other women with my figure type have done well with it. Because I don't believe the store, I believe the other people. And you see how this is all here, and it's all this stuff, and they tell you great jacket, or somebody might say I'm petite, it still look good on me, or somebody would say I'm busty. Sorry guys, but it's true, it's a jacket. You know, or if it was pants, they might say I'm a little hippie, but they fit good, or, you know, or the length was too long, I'm 5'4", should have fit me, it was too long, whatever, okay? This is this cycle. Oops, wrong Camtasia, wrong thingy. When people come and they're familiar, they don't go through the first circle. They don't go through this whole process. They only go through the second process. Why? Because they have information from somebody else that causes them to skip this. Causes them to skip this. I don't know if you guys are following this, but this is huge. Because if you learn to market properly and learn to tap by the sheer fact that you were invited by somebody here, if you were invited by a stranger that you've been observing on the internet, you did this. You went around the circle on the outside. But if you were invited here by somebody else, you came right here. You're not going to sit and do this for a month. You're not going to sit and do this, and this, and this. And when you learn how to market properly, and this is what we teach people, what happens is you're on easy street. I could send out an email today and say, hey, we have guys, there's cow poop, and it's really, really, really good cow poop, and it's special freeze-dried cow poop that we can ship to anywhere in the world, and it's on sale. Go buy cow poop. And I promise you I'd make sales. People would buy it.
I want some.
Rachel, don't you believe you could sell cow poop today, too? Because I know you could. I know you could.
Yeah.
It's wonderful for gardens.
Rachel
Why
will write
not?
a great email. And so this is where I want you guys to really get into. And I want you to understand that when you have the right revenue streams and you understand the right marketing process, you win. You must lead with people, you must lead with what people are looking for, not what you want to sell, okay? You must lead with what they want. Most of you guys are leading with what you have to sell. And then you walk around going, want to buy my stuff, 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 want to buy my stuff. We're leading with what people want. And when you lead with your program or the stuff that you want to sell, you only open yourself to objections and rejection. If you are suffering from objections and rejection, it's simply because you're leading with what you want to sell instead of what people want to buy, and you're also working on the outside circle.
Yeah.
Or oval, those were. And it's interesting because when I'm working with people, we learn this very quickly. I never get a lot of objections, and I never get any rejection whatsoever, period. I just don't, I don't, because the only people I'm talking to are people that want to talk to me. But it's funny because when I get a new guy started, and what he'll do is he'll put me on the phone with his friend or something, hoping that I magically close him. And the friend has all these cockamamie objections and questions and stuff. And it's always, I always laugh because I don't have them. Rachel, do you get people asking you about this minutia?
No.
You don't, right? Because all they know is that the marketing process is in place,
Yeah,
and you're meeting with. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got a guy send me a message on Facebook today, said, call me, I want to join your program. I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, this is
like,
what we
haven't
do.
talked before, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they either say, call me, I want to join your program, or they go ahead and sign themselves up, and then you get on the phone and you start working with them. So it's really quite magical. When you lead directly with your program, you open yourself to objections and rejection. When you lead with a retail or residual item that people are looking for, you open yourself up to wonderful acceptance, cash flow, which allows you to expand your presence on the internet or presence, you know, in the marketplace, and boom, it becomes this vicious cycle of success. You got 4 different types of income, multiple streams of each type, and you understand how to get onto the inner oval instead of the outer oval, because the outer oval, it works, but it takes time. You know, if I get a person that's interested in me, they might sit and bake and watch me for however long. I've had people watch me for weeks. I've had people watch me for years until they finally decide to buy. When we move into the inner circle where they feel they have a relationship with us, and when they feel they're being referred properly, it's Shazam. It's easy. And that's why people, you see people that walk into a program, and one of the programs I'll show you, I went to one of their top levels in 30 days, and everybody's like, how did you do that? It's because I operate on the inner circle, the inner oval. It's because I don't operate out there, and I don't lead with what people aren't looking for. So therefore, everything is ease and flow. And I'll take questions in a bit. You already know this, okay? You see it in the everyday world. Okay, just go on Facebook right now and watch all the people that are leading with what people are not looking for. Okay, people want solutions. People want answers. The reason why I don't do regular opportunity calls is because that's not what you're looking for. You're not looking for a new program. You're looking for a solution that will provide for your family. So I'm showing you a solution and going, hey, and here are the things that you use to do that. Do you understand how different that is and how brilliant it is and why it works so well? It's dramatic. And I just don't have to worry about convincing people, because it becomes pretty compelling. So if you've been leading with a program, especially if the program is only residual or leveraged residual income, remember, I put them in order of how they should run. It should be retail, leveraged retail, residual, and leveraged residual. It shouldn't be leading with leveraged residual. It's a very, very hard thing to do because you're getting someone to commit to you for months on end. And it's very hard to get them to commit out of the gate. Why not sell them a little something and get them on board with you so that you can build that relationship, so that you can bridge it into all of those types of income? So if you've been struggling, if you're having a hard time talking to people, if people ask you questions and it makes you feel hard, you know, inadequate, if you resist prospecting because you're afraid of what the people will say or what the questions are, it's not your fault. You've been taught to do it in what, in my opinion, is an antiquated methodology. Now, are there people out there still doing it? Yeah. Does it work in some markets? Yeah. Can you do it? Yeah. But the faster information moves, guys, people can do research on their own, and there's reams of information on everything under the sun out there on the internet. So no matter what you're selling, I promise you they're going to the internet and doing research about it. Don't you?
Yeah.
So if you're selling...
I had someone the other day, sorry, just a...
No, go ahead, please.
Talked to someone the other day. She just joined a network marketing business. I said, oh, who did you, how did you come across it? Who did you join with? She said, oh, someone handed out flyers at my work So I went home and I looked online at the company name and I joined online. So, you know, she didn't even join the person who
With
was
the person.
introducing her. So,
Yep.
Oh.
yeah.
By the
Sad.
way,
gotta
that
be in
is
that
really
position.
important. You guys got to understand that.
That's right.
They see you talking about the deal, they go investigate it, and then they go pick to join with someone else.
Yep.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't even talked about the deals yet. Why? Because I want you to understand why you need to be with us. Because you won't access this anywhere else. Because everywhere else is going to tell you to do the other stuff. Now, am I saying that you don't have to work if you come to work with us? No, you have to work hard. Rachel, how hard do you work? Mavis, how hard do you work?
Work
These guys
hard.
work like crazy.
I've never
Perfecting their skills, honing their communication, their writing, all this other stuff. But they're working within the frames.
I work less now than I did in the beginning.
Yeah, same with
Absolutely.
me.
I'm smarter now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And what you'll find,
almost,
with the kids and stuff, you know, we all have kids.
Yeah.
What you're going to find very soon is that, let me go back to this oval here. Kathy, what's the time, if anybody knows?
3:44.
Okay, good, good. Guys, what you're going to find is that the more you work on these lines and the more income you derive through the 4 revenue areas that we talked about, and the more you understand them, and the more you understand this process that people have to go through, and the more you lead with what they're looking for and yourself and what you can offer them, the more you're going to be on easy street. And that's why somebody like me, 12 years later, everybody observes me and it just looks like I'm always fooling around and having fun. I generally am. That's why I do my webinars like this, because I just like to screw around and have fun. If I were struggling, could I do a webinar like this? No, I'd have to be worried about closing you. I don't care if I close you, because over time, what I taught you today is going to stick in your head. See, Rachel, this is why I know I always win. It will stick in your head. And every time you look at some different program or marketing or whatever out there, every time you look at something, you're going to hear me in your ear. And it's going to drive you crazy. So I'm either going to drive you insane, and you're going to go, I should have gone and worked with those guys, or you're going to come on board. One or the other. But now I've stuck, I own a place in your brain, because you're going to see this. You're going to realize they do. They go from observation to engagement to immersion to agreement. See, but here's what a lot of people do. It's what Rachel just described. Observation to engagement with someone else.
Yep.
You get, it's like you tell them about, you know, Aki Juice Berry Company or whatever, and they observe it, and they get in, they do a little research, and then they get turned on by whoever is over here who's using these processes. They're over there. You're lost, you're gone, and boom. And again, you're back to not getting paid today. And if you don't get paid today, it's really hard to talk to people about getting paid today. And I had somebody yesterday in one of the groups that we work in say, I have somebody who wants to sign up with me, and she won't even sign them up because she thinks she's not worthy of signing up this person because she's not made any money. Well, if you go long enough like that without making a dime, you're never going to be able to succeed. It's a disease. So that's it. Let's get to the end. Guys, I'm going to show you what we've created. We've put all of this together. We've put together different programs to string it together to give you all the revenue streams that you need, etc. So the first thing that I want you to do tonight is I want you to send an email to the person who invited you and say, thank you, thank you, thank you for inviting me. I learned a lot tonight. You know, in 45 minutes, she completely tilted the way I'm thinking about my business. I want you to send them an email. Now, this is an old slide, but if any of you were invited here by me, my own email is diane@dianehochman.com. You guys know what, you know, your person's email is because you got invited today, or track them down on Facebook. At the end of this call, too, if you're looking for someone, we'll hook you up. But I'm going to show you now our hand-selected programs and products. Okay, I'm going to show you what it is that we use, and I'm going to refer you back to the person that invited you so you can get full presentations on those things. I don't need to present the programs, okay? That's online. The company does that for us, okay? The companies, I should say. The companies do that for us. What I need to do is show you the thought process behind why we're doing what we're doing, okay? So Pick what you like, reject the rest if you want. If there's a part of it that you want to use, great. You don't want to use another part, great. If you want the most attention from us, if you want to work with us, a lot, then you want to pick the whole funnel. That's up to you. But whatever you do, you have to learn these secrets. You have to learn this. You have to learn how to get paid today. You have to learn how to create cycles that people go through in your marketing so that you move them all to the inner ring. And it becomes much easier, faster, quicker. When people are talking about you, your prospects are much more inclined to be with you. And that's what we specialize, teaching people and working with people on how to get out there and make a name for themselves. Okay, there's companies all over that have distributors on every corner. Okay, our company has lots of distributors, and there's lots of distributors online and on Facebook and this and that. What you want to do is become distinct so that the people want to be with you and no one else. So main thing too is if you learn the secrets, let's say you learned some good secrets today, you'll love this, but maybe you're real happy where you were, you're just spying today, great, I'm glad you were here. But guys, do not go at this alone, okay? If you go back and try to talk about this with your upline in a traditional company or something, they'll rip your head off and they'll think you're nuts, okay? If you try to discuss this with the average person you're going to meet on the internet, they just don't get it, okay? Because they haven't been shown the whole picture. So, don't try to go do all of this alone. It's just too much. It's too much. So, okay. Guys, what we use is the all-in-one lead generation system that sorts, selects, speech, searches, and sponsors for you, okay? This system alone contains retail income, leveraged retail income, residual income, and leveraged residual income. It has multiple revenue streams built into it, and myself, I made over $5,000 with just the lead generation system in the last 30 days. By the way, that is, I rarely do this. Kathy knows. I'm not one to talk about money, but I'll document that for you. And the reason why I'm excited about that is because I think it's ridiculous that you can make that much money with just the lead generation system. By the way, that's not with the affiliate programs that are connected to it. That's just them. I predict by the end of the year I will have at least one, if not more, $10,000 months with them.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of money over there. And I have, one of our girls, Linda, just got her first check. It was $100. So it's not chump change, so to speak. I'm supposed to be talking in pounds. I forgot. I'm in the UK today. But you guys get the picture.
I'll let you off.
Yeah, you'll let me off the hook. So it's My Lead System Pro. I want you to get back, write it down. I want you to get back with the person and ask them for a free 14, it's not free, I'm so used to saying free. It's a 14-day trial. It actually costs $10. The reason why it costs $10 is because that's a retail sale, kids. It's a sale. It's meant for you to make a sale. When you bring someone in, you get, you make whatever your percentage of $10 is, so you make a couple bucks. But I want you to look at it. And some of you on the line may have looked at it in the past, or you might have even tried it in the past. You haven't tried it with us. We have a support group where there are pretty much 24 hours a day because we span the globe in our group. We have, all kinds of additional training, although I don't know how you could need any additional training on top of what they give you. They give you more training than you'd ever want, but really more mindset support. We have all different types of special things we're doing. So, again, when you're working with this, you're learning how to set up all these revenue streams, and it's really quite automated. And what's exciting is you're not alone. You have this whole group of people helping you. It's absolutely tremendous. So I want you to get back with the person and ask them, can I see the presentation, and can you send me the link to get a 14-day trial? If you don't like it, on the 13th day, cancel. You'll get your $10 back. But in the meantime, you'll be able to be in the group with us. You'll be able to see how it works, the support, etc. We're constantly giving tips. People are sharing what's working for them, what's converting for them. And this is soup to nuts, whether you're a very beginning baby looking to learn to build a list and looking to learn to be an internet marketer, or whether you're very advanced and technical. It has every bell and whistle. There's very little that you can't do in here. And the one thing that you can't really do that I like to be able to do, they're adding. I won't say it'll mess up the surprise, but You know,
I can't
they're
wait.
adding. Yeah, I mean, very soon there will be nothing. There's nothing you can not do with the system, from custom capture pages and custom this and Facebook pages and everything under the sun. If you're a leader and you have a group, you can also put your own training in there to disseminate down to your team system. If you're looking to dip your toe, that's where to dip your toe with us and see what's going on. No, we don't want that. I thought I took out these slides. This is an old presentation, but anyway. And then our network marketing company with the leverage residual is Numis Network. And what I'm going to do, I'm not going to present the whole company. I do this on purpose. I'm just going to tell you what we do, and I want you to ask to go see the presentation. Okay? This is a company that sells collectible gold and silver coins. Okay? And a lot of people think, you know, I never thought about doing gold and silver, and I never thought about it, and all this other stuff. This is why I am involved with this company. There's two reasons. One, the leadership. Love the owners and love the leadership. Up and up, totally amazing people, family-oriented, honest, decent, no hype, no baloney. Because I can't operate in that smoke and mirrors, was on in the back room deal, that type of stuff that goes on. Right, Rachel? I mean, we feel strongly about it. We need something that is clean, and that's what Numis is. And then here's the second reason. And if this doesn't compel you to go watch a presentation, I don't know what will. Numis is the only company in the industry that each month when you get your shipment of your collectible silver coin, what's happening is you're basically getting a cash rebate on your investment, because when you get that silver, you're getting, it's cash, okay? The silver is cash. It's a currency that you can turn in right now if you had to. Okay, now you don't want to because it's collectible and it will increase in value over time, or it can increase in value over time. But it's the only company that when you get your shipment, you're getting back a large portion of what you paid in the first place. And it's the only company under the sun that guarantees that in 5 years, if for any reason you're not happy, you can return your purchases that you bought on the Silver Coin of the Month Club and get 100% of your purchase price back. So this is what I saw. I never thought about doing silver or gold. I never thought about this. I never thought about that. But when I realized that I can take people here, and every month that they're building their business, they're going to be collecting an asset that's a legacy for their family. It's also a savings fund for a rainy day. Most people don't save. Most people don't save. They say they're going to, but sooner or later that big screen TV comes a-calling. And every dime that they had saved, it's Christmas time. Oh, but honey, it's Christmas time, or whatever. It's my birthday. And they have nothing in savings. This creates a savings for them. It gives them assets. And even if they totally screw up and they don't do well, they have a guarantee that they will get every dime they spent back. People ask me all these kooky, mamey questions about this and that. What about this? What about that? Show me a company that guarantees that everything you buy you can return and get your money back.
5 years later.
Yeah, and show me a company that whatever you buy has a value even in 90 days, because it's generally perishable stuff or consumable stuff that's gone. Now, people will tell you, well, you want to sell consumables because then people need to reorder, and that's great. But guess what? When the economy gets tight, how many people are going to be reordering the luxury stuff? They're not. When the economy gets tight, how many people will stick with silver and gold because it's protecting their family and giving them, building up assets in case something should happen out there in the world? A lot.
Huge.
So that's what I saw. Can you go watch a presentation today and learn all about it? Absolutely. Can you see our pay plan? It's impeccable. If you're very part-time, basically you're going to use this system, funnel people right through it. You're going to drive people through it, and it will just sell stuff for you and show them right into your MLM. And then all you do is you build relationships with them like we all do, make friends, let them know what's going on, help them out, invite them down to calls like this. We educate them, and boom, they drop right in. If you recruit 2 people a month over a short period of time, you will. Rachel, check this out. I was figuring this out. If somebody recruits 2 people over a month, over a very short period of time, they'll have over $1,000 a month or £500 a month income, just an extra supplemental income, but the company will also send them on vacation twice a year because they'll have qualified for the vacations. So with 2 people a month, if you run people through this whole system that we have rigged up, and you run people through, you're going to be making retail cash sales, residual retail, you're going to be making regular residual, you're going to be making leveraged residual with this as well as Lead System Pro because there's a leveraged residual in there. You'll have filled up all those spots of your different types of income. You'll be getting checks from all over the place. Plus, you're creating a wonderful part-time residual MLM income, and you get to go on vacation twice a year. The next one coming up is in Cancun, Mexico. We're in qualification right now. Rachel's just about to qualify. I think it's going to happen today. Mavis is right behind her. I'm right behind them. We're all qualifying, and we're all going to Mexico. We would love to have you with us. So this is what I urge you to do. Get back with the person that invited you here. Say, I want to see the presentation, and if you want, demand, say, I want to talk to Diane. Get on the phone with me, get on Skype with me. Let me talk to you about what this could do for your family. Stop spinning your wheels. Don't spend another year trying to figure this out. I've figured it out for you. All you have to do is follow the simple steps. I can't make you do it. Rachel can't make you. She can't come over. Mavis can't come over and force you to learn how to run a simple ad or to do a simple video or write a simple post. That part's up to you. But if you'll follow the plan we've put together, we've already incorporated all the training you need, all the revenue streams you need, the residual plan, and taking your family on vacation twice a year. Most people can't go once a year. And it's paid for.
Yep.
So that's it, guys. I want to thank you. I think the next slide is back to me. Oh, wait. Generate leads, build a list, build your reputation, build relationships, build your revenue streams, and you are set forever. And this is true stability. And everybody talks about the 4-hour work week. I could work my business in 4 hours if I wanted to. I like it too much and I have too much fun. You literally, when you build up the list and build up your skills, you send 3 emails out a week and you make thousands of dollars. It's really that easy if you do the work. And there I am dancing amongst the money. I will have to get some pound notes and coins. You guys will hook me up with that.
Yeah, but then you keep
the shoes. What was I thinking with the pointy shoes, guys? I don't know. What's up with that? Anyway.
Yeah, but they're cute.
They look nice.
Everything's cute. It's all fun and games. It's 4 o'clock. I need to talk to somebody in Australia now, so I'm violently hanging up on all of you. If you guys have questions, get back with the person that invited you. If you're looking for me, it's Diane at DianeHochman.com. You can shoot me an email or whatever. You guys are great. Thank you for being here. I hope you learned something, and I hope you come join us. Is this easy? It's, you know what? It's simple to do. Whether you follow through or not, or whether you get all caught up in drama, that's up to you. But person after person after person is doing this, and it's magical, and it takes away all the junk. And I'd love to see you on the beaches of Cancun. And gosh knows, with the way the UK region is growing in Numis, gosh knows we'll probably be doing something south of Spain or something cool like that in the future. I'd like European vacations. I hope we do that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I hear Greece is nice, the beaches. I don't know. I hear Greece is in trouble right now, but all kinds of beaches and different things.
My tourism areas.
Yeah, you guys will fill me in on where to bug them to go on trips. I'd love to come over. So get back to whoever invited you. Let us know what questions you might have. Ask for presentations. I didn't present them on purpose. I wanna get you nosy. I want to get you to ask to be in this thing. I'm not here to hunt you down and bug you and run around and troll after you. I'm here to show you what we do and invite you to come join us. So this has been Diane Hochman, guys. I appreciate you. Mavis, Rachel, Kathy, you lovely, wonderful people.
Thank you, Diane.
Thank you,
very
Diane.
much. Thank you.
And there will be another abbreviated version. I'll go over the same topics here on the East Coast in the States at 9 p.m. Eastern, but it's only a half-an-hour deal. You guys got the bonus of the ovals. We will not be covering the ovals tonight, so there you go. I'll see you guys later, okay? Everybody take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Diane.
Bye.
Bye, Rachel.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Mavis.
Bye. Bye, Kathy. Bye-bye.
The organizer has ended the session, and this call will be disconnected.